Figured to make a video since I haven't done one in a while. Give you a little bit of insight on one of my favorite weapons, Tomahawk. My version is the SOG Fusion. It's a really well-made Tomahawk. It's got a nylon reinforced fiberglass handle, or I should say fiberglass reinforced nylon handle, and nice steel collar on it to keep it from getting damaged if you miss your target, if you missed your chopping or anything like that. It's got a faceted head on either side. If you want to use it to hammer tent stakes or anything, that does not work. The spike on the back to split wood for door breaching. A lot of guys in Afghanistan like using tomahawks like this for doing everything, clearing IEDs, breaching doors, busting locks, opening fuel drums. Just everyday crap. Even trying to break up some boredom by doing a little bit of target practice. It's a really well-made tomahawk. It's got a little bit of varnish when you first get it. I got this one at Sport Authority. It's one of the local sports shops near here for about $55. You can find them online as cheap as $25 I found on Amazon. That was after the fact. I'm an instant gratification kind of person. It's really well put together. If you're looking for a tomahawk that's not too expensive, like the R&D Designs Tomahawk, which is badass, totally fucking medieval, like Lord of the Rings kind of look to it, and it's all straight up military use, but it's like I think $200 or $300 for that fucker. So unless you're going to get a tax break from the Department of the Military, I don't think you want to go pick that one up. This one's really solid though. It's intimidating looking. I use it here at the shop for shoplifters and whatnot, and it works awesome. I love it to death. Tomahawks are a very versatile weapon. You've seen them recently in a few movies and things like that. A lot of companies have been benefiting from the exposure they've been getting in the movies and video games, but they've been used in a lot of unrealistic ways. Of course, Modern Warfare, total guy running around fucking game with a tomahawk is not exactly Battlefield Dogma, so I wouldn't exactly go out and do that kind of shit, but there's other movies, like if you've seen Sucker Punch, it's actually used rather well, albeit it's in a total fantasy scene. The use of it is total proper. I think the character's name was Blondie or something like that. She was using a tomahawk against the steam-powered Nazis or whatnot. She actually used it rather well. It's very versatile when it comes to attacks. You can either use it, your normal way, grabbing it by the bottom and just hefting it like a regular hatchet or an axe, or you can choke it higher. You can actually use it to augment your punches. The blade ends up becoming just an extension of your fist, so you can use it just for regular punches, or you can flip the blade upside down and actually use it the opposite way and use it almost like a mixture of an Eskrima stick and a goddamn razor blade if you know how to use it properly. You can use it to do your strikes to the neck. Say you strike somebody in the throat, you can come in with that punch straight to the sternum, split that sternum clean in half. Flip it around, use the spike with a hammer fist. You can come across the side of the neck, or you can actually even use the blade as such, and then use that to kind of basically just throw all your body weight into the tip of this blade. There won't really be anybody standing after one hit with that. It's really, 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 really good to use for, basic car defense. A lot of people tend to, carry things like baseball bats and things like that in their car, and they're very unwieldy. And on top of that, it's kind of hard to explain to the cop why you have a Louisville Slugger in your car, when you're going to like a formal dinner or something like that, when you have this in a first aid kit in the back of your car, if you have a bug-out bag or any stuff like that, if you're into like survivalism or any of that kind of stuff. If you have a major first aid kit, especially if you have a Jeep or a large truck, this can be tucked away in a pack in the back, and you can just say, hey, I go to impromptu camping, or I'm a volunteer firefighter, and, happen to have one of these alongside. And, like I said, the intimidation factor is awesome on it, so it ends up being more so of a visual threat than anything. But you can look up the history of tomahawks and see how they've basically changed the face of America. You guys stay here. How you doing, man?